Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am Dorios, and today we're doing another new Crest build. So for today's build, I really want to do something a little bit more spooky, a little bit more creepy. I figured that we could go ahead and do a cemetery because I personally haven't built a cemetery before in The Sims 4, so I thought it would be fun. And I am doing it over on Rippling Flats in New Crest. So it's just called the Rippling Flats Cemetery on the gallery. If you guys do want to go download it, it was a lot of fun to make. I thought it was really cool. A lot of it is an empty cemetery. It is meant to be placed down for you guys to use if you're doing like a legacy challenge or anything else like that. Or if you just find random like townies, like gravestones around, then you could just like take them to that lot. You can edit that lot and make it look a little bit more like a cemetery from there. But I want to give you like a foundation cemetery to go ahead and base it all off of. There are a few gravestones specifically from like vampires. So yeah, those ones, I would recommend just leaving them there. It kind of makes a nice little aesthetic in that back area. But then you can place down all of your Sims gravestones. There is plenty of room, believe me. There is so much room in this cemetery. I don't know if I could even fill it with any of my legacy challenges I've ever done. So yeah, you can make like a pet area. You can make stuff like that. This does use, I believe, cats and dogs, get together, vampires, base game, and paranormal. So that's 5 packs. That's for me, for me, that's not too bad. That's really not too bad at all. Originally, it was supposed to be 4, so like base game, vampires, paranormal stuff, and then cats and dogs. I wanted the stray cats trait on this lot because I felt like it kind of made sense to have stray cats casually on the slot, on a cemetery lot. I don't know, maybe it's a place where people just like, their cats just congregate because, you know, they eat off the bottom. You know cats, you know the whole thing with cats, like where dogs, if you died or something in your house, in your apartment, they'll be grieving for you. Cats, they'll see you as food. So I figured cats on a cemetery lot makes sense. But this right here is supposed to be kind of like the mausoleum. This is like the house portion of the build. It's not an actual functional residential lot. These right here, these on the top on the roof, that's the whole reason that we used Get Together. And that's why I decided to use Get Together, because I was like, you know what? I already used one item. I might as well go ham and use whatever other items I want to use for it. But yeah, so, oh my goodness, if I can talk. I completely lost my train of thought just now. But yeah, it's not like an actual functional house. It is literally just like a coffin in there. And I think there's one vampire urn on the lot on the gallery because my vampire I had here died while I was recording. So yeah, it kind of died. I would recommend placing down a vampire like groundskeeper for this cemetery. So that way you can actually visit the lot and go inside if you wanted to place down urns or whatever. You just have to be like friends with that sim. And whenever they're like home might be the hours that the lot's open. Or that the cemetery is open. I thought that made a lot of sense. So that was like my whole thinking behind it, is you would have a vampire sim here who ran the cemetery. Because I don't know why, but I thought it made the most sense to have a vampire running the cemetery because we are using the vampire pack. So yeah, it just made the most sense. Okay, and vampire pack had all like the fake gravestones. It has a lot of like really nice spooky looking decorations and stuff like the dead trees, which I wanted to place down and use in the cemetery to an extent. It's supposed to be kind of like a creepy but aesthetic looking cemetery, you know? I know right now it doesn't look like much, okay? I was taking my sweet time. I actually recorded this today, like the day I'm uploading this, I recorded all of this. I built this today, this morning, and now I'm recording the voiceover for it. So I'm sorry about the late video, but I will be playing Ultimate Decades again in a couple of weeks, okay? Okay, I do need to schedule some streams out to like build for that as well, but we'll see how that goes. Also, I really hope you guys enjoy this cemetery. There are technically bathrooms. I did make it as if it was like a public lot. I really don't understand how we don't have public haunted lots in the game. That would have been something perfect to add as well for paranormal stuff, but you know, they didn't add it. So we just have to do it as a residential, which is why I recommend placing down a vampire unless you just want tombstones. You can still visit the lot, and you can still place down all of your family's tombstones on the grounds if you'd like. Then you can go to like World Edit and edit it after a while or whatever you want to do. But it's what you want to do, okay? Okay, it's also going to be cursed because I already started the cursed timeline on this lot for you guys. Because as I was kind of play testing it and everything to make sure that like the coffin works, so if you did want to play as a vampire on this lot a little bit, you could. There's just like no showers, there's nothing like that. So those kinds of needs you will have to go off lot to actually get. But you know, I think that's okay. I think that's fine. But yeah, so here we are placing down like a public restrooms. I believe this is in base game, so you don't even have to worry about it being not in base game for that. I wanted to make a lot of this to where, I mean, like the fencing and stuff, as long as you have vampires in base game, most of the cemetery will be there. Most of it. There will be a couple of decorations and things like that that won't be there, but as long as you have vampires base game, the whole cemetery will be there. And paranormal and cats and dogs are more so for like the fun parts of it, where cats and dogs are for like if you have, like if you want a place to go find stray cats, you could go to the cemetery. It's kind of creepy, kind of weird, but I thought that would be kind of fun for New Crest. I don't know why, but I also was like, where can I place this cemetery? I didn't really like any of the lots in New Crest for this cemetery, but again, I wanted to do something spooky, but I didn't want to do a haunted house. So I wanted to do like something more functional for playing, like a cemetery, something that you would use. I also forgot to put speakers, and I also forgot to change the mailbox. So there is just a random mailbox kind of on the lot. My bad. My B. But you guys, this lot's not meant to be played on. It's meant to be used for like placing down all of your gravestones and having a site to have all of your gravestones and tombstones and stuff. So this isn't really a lot to play on. It's just kind of like a lot where you'll cheat to put a sim on. I recommend a vampire so you don't have to like change the sim out, and I'd recommend changing it to where that specific household can't move lots or anything. So that way it's just like a vampire groundskeeper. And that statue over there I just placed down, I thought that that could be like the founder of this cemetery or something. Maybe the original groundskeeper who then died and is maybe one of those unmarked tombstones over there in the back. But yeah, I thought it'd be cool to use like something like this for vampires, incorporate vampires somehow into New Crest, and quite a lot of different things. I also wanted a fireplace in there because I was like, nation, you know. So we also added that, and we have the like, I couldn't think of a good one. So if you guys don't have get together, because I don't think a lot of people have get together, if I'm being completely honest, then you don't really have everything for this, but that's fine. Again, like everything that you guys are seeing in this video, if you don't have a pack, you can easily replace it with something from base game. Like you can easily replace the gate with a gate from base game, with walls with a wall from base game, and you can kind of follow the hedges and outline it. Also, this is on free move objects on is for this lot. So you might want to make sure you have it on when you place it down, just in case. I've never really had issues with not having it on when I place down lots, I'm not gonna lie. But just in case, you guys might want to have it on just to make sure that everything runs smoothly. There is also a couple of chessboards on this lot that we'll see in a little bit, me placing down. But yeah, like at this point in the cemetery, I really couldn't think. I was like, how am I gonna make this look like a cemetery? This is literally, I think right here is like an hour into building this entire lot. And I was like, I feel like I've done nothing. So this is like where I kind of get to go quickly. I realized that like, I want this entire section of the cemetery to literally just be for grave plots, for tombstones, stuff like that. So that way your Sims had like, again, a lot of land area to be placed down. Like you could place and fit a lot of tombstones on this lot if you want to. You can also change the terrain paint to kind of make it more so fit your needs specifically. But yeah, sorry. I'm like, I don't know why I'm so like sniffly and like congested and stuff right now. I am very confused. I swear I was feeling fine all day until I went to go record this voiceover part, and now I'm just feeling icky, gross, not sick, but not great. But yeah. Also, but yeah, see how these are outlining it? These are from base game, so if you don't have the fence because you don't have vampires, you have to change actually quite a bit about it if you don't have vampires. I would recommend having vampires for this lot. All the packs are on sale right now too through EA. If you guys didn't see, I saw that and I was like, ooh, nice. I own all the packs, but if I didn't, I would totally come over here and get one. But yeah, I wanted this like little back vampire like tombstone area to be kind of like creepy, cryptic, scary, spooky, you know. It's kind of like, wait, why is there a vampire like tombstone over here? Like, what happened? Like, what? Like, as like a little fun secret added on to this. This entryway I fought with so much, and I finally figured out how to do it, but I kind of leave a lot of things and come back to them after a while. Right here, I was like, it makes sense for the land to be lifted in the back because these are like where all the old tombstones are. Maybe not a ton be lifted, but make a little bit of sense to still be like a little bit lifted. I don't know, or would they have been sunken down? I really don't know how cemeteries work, but I wanted like some sort of like lifted area, so I did it right there with the tombstones. And then I was deciding on like a pathway. I got rid of this one. I didn't like it. It matched really well, but I didn't like how it looked. It just didn't make sense to ton. So I decided to go with these like little cobblestones, these like little fairy garden stones. I thought they looked really nice. And I thought that they made a lot of sense because like on the actual turf where you're like having people being buried and stuff like that, you wouldn't really want a ton of like hard stones to like pick up and lift if you need to like access the graves for whatever reason, if you need to like do stuff like that. I also thought it would be fun in the future if you guys wanted to. I didn't actually do this, but this is an idea I just now had, and I kind of wish I did around one of them, is to put like some fencing around some of the like the grave sites. I know I've seen other people like seen that at grave sites before, so in cemeteries, but I think that'd be really cool. I don't really have a specific cemetery I modeled this off of either. This is fully just from my brain. I was trying to think of like really good ways to make it look a little bit different. And then I realized that this is literally, I think it's called like the graveyard something tree or cemetery something tree. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's perfect. That's right. There are a ton of cemeteries with trees just lined up like this. So I placed a bunch of those down in a bunch of different areas. And I thought that that actually really tied the cemetery together to look like a proper cemetery. And I decided to put these street lights. Again, this is something else you won't have if you don't have, I think this is with pets though, or cats and dogs. And most people have cats and dogs. Anyways, you guys will continue seeing how I'm building it. I like to use videos like these in the same way as I know a lot of like simmers like to use videos like these just to kind of talk with you guys, discuss with you guys, do things like that. That I don't really do with like my playthroughs and stuff like that. So how's everybody doing? Does anybody have Halloween costumes ready yet? I realized that I've never really gotten a store-bought costume. I think I've gotten one or two, but that's it. As an adult, I've never gotten a store-bought costume. I've never really done anything as an adult like for Halloween, so I'm trying to see if I can find like a really nice like cheaper costume that I can use this year for stream and stuff like that. I don't know if I'll be streaming or anything like that, but if I am, then I'll have it. I don't know if I'm even doing anything for Halloween. Does anyone else have plans? Because I don't have plans. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing, which is kind of sad, but I kind of wish I did. But yeah, I am really excited as well for the Walking Dead series that's coming to the channel. That's going to be starting next week, I believe, is the first week of October, right? I think so. But it's going to be starting the 1st of October, and it's going to be running all the way through to the 31st of October. I'm very excited about it. I have, I think, like 14 episodes or 13 episodes recorded right now. I haven't edited more than one of them. So today, after I record this, I'm recording Horse Ranch. So that way I have pretty much everything for this week minus the last day recorded and edited. And I can have all of the stuff for this week scheduled and posted, and I can focus on doing October Halloween stuff, which is also why there haven't been streams. And I am very sorry about that. I realized that there haven't been streams, and I was gonna put a post, but I was like, I'll let people know in this video. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. But I had a ton of fun building this like cemetery. I don't really have a like image of the inside of the mausoleum, so if you guys want to see that, you're gonna have to download it because my sim kind of died before I got to do some footage of that. So yeah, you can kind of see it here what I'm building. Very vampire-esque, just a lot of places to place down urns. I have that hand to help you out if it becomes a little bit too much for you guys with like the spook factor, if you guys do have paranormal stuff. But yeah, I'm really proud of myself for only using a couple packs on this. I had a lot of fun making it. And yeah, this is probably one of my favorite builds I've done in a while. I'm not gonna lie. I love doing very detailed builds. This build took me probably like 2.5-ish hours to build, which is why this video is going up so late. 'Cause like I said, I started doing it today, but you know, it is what it is. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. And here's like where we're making the hidden little like seance area. I thought that'd be kind of a cool thing to do. Like say like, oh, you can talk to your ancestors or to your relatives, to your passed away family members here as well. Like it's not just to place them down. And then I have like a ton of, what are they called? Oh my goodness, lightning bugs, but that's not what I call it. fireflies. There's a ton of fireflies. Oh my gosh, why couldn't I think of that word? Like placed down literally everywhere in this game. Like, I mean everywhere, because I thought it would look super pretty, and it does look super pretty. I also just kind of left the lights like their normal color. I do slightly regret that on my own playthrough. I would recommend maybe changing them to like more of a dimmer amber color just to add the spook factor. If you don't want the spook factor, leave them as is. I'm just gonna say that now. And also your Sims can easily get to that because they can walk straight through those trellises, okay? Okay, it's fine. I left a little area that would be an entryway right there, like a secret entryway with like, you know, in the bushes, but so I wanted it to be like kind of like a secretive area. I thought that would be cool, but unfortunately, they just literally walk straight through there. So it is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't want them to use a little secret entrance anyways. But yeah, you can kind of see what it looks like at night here. I realized I couldn't place anything on these grays because it's be floating, so I just removed them. But yeah, you guys are gonna see the end of this really quick. It's gonna be very quick. I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you guys haven't already, I am really excited to continue building on my channel because I don't do that very often. I've been wanting to get more into building. I'm gonna be trying to be releasing like a building video once a week. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed it. And again, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys all next time. Bye, guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day.